Yo, what's going on, guys? Football season is finally here. The season kicks off in less than a week, Thursday night. Season officially gets underway. On this video, I'm going to bring you guys my week 1 DraftKings picks, same format as my baseball videos if you've been watching them. Give you guys 6 plays that you can build a lineup off of if you want to. Also, if you've been watching my baseball videos, you know I have big plans for this NFL season. This is my website that I launched, dfsprocess.net if you're interested. Get access to all of my NFL pages, all of my breakdowns, positional breakdowns, projections. I created my own projection system, my top stacks, hidden gems, as well as if you're looking for like full lineups kind of build off of, you can take my cash and GPP core, which are the same lineups that I'm going to be playing. If you want to become a member, you can create an account, go over to this become member page, and this just tells you everything that you get. Super cheap compared to other DFS sites, and as you see, I just leave the tight end and defense, 2 of the easier positions to fill out on the lineup. Up to you guys, so we're following DraftKings rules. I don't want to get in trouble with them. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can let me know. If you want to get more in-depth advice, check it out. You won't be disappointed. I'm putting in hours upon hours of work each week to make sure I'm giving out the perfect information. So, back to the slate. Drop a like if you are excited for NFL being back. Drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. I do daily videos for the 3 major sports: football, baseball, basketball. And follow me on Twitter at the DFS Process if you have any questions or just to keep up with me. We have a 12-game slate for week 1. At quarterback, I love me some Deshaun Watson, $6,700. Solid price tag on him just because he has so much upside. He has one of the highest ceilings on the slate, playing in the highest total game of the slate. This New England-Houston game is going to be an absolute shootout. Over-under is currently at 51. And both offenses, both quarterbacks can absolutely sling it. Watson looked healthy in the preseason, which is all that counts. Looked pretty solid as well. And he's one of the few quarterbacks that has the dual threat, the running and the passing. Only a few guys in the league have an ability that Watson has. And it's a great ability for DFS. Gives him an added ceiling, added upside, because he can run 50, 70 yards with the rushing touchdown as well as all of his receiving stuff. So this has a big upside. That's why he was scoring in the 30s for a bunch of starts. So I love Watson. Should absolutely crush this secondary. They made Nick Foles look like Joe Montana out there in the Super Bowl, and Watson, so much skill set with him. I love him at this price tag. And then for the running backs this week, I'm paying up at running back. There are some value wide receivers that I like, but this week at running back, there are 2 guys that I think can get me 40 points each, and I want to pay up for both of them. Give me David Johnson at 8,800. He's going to be low owned this week because coming off of an injury, didn't play, only played a few snaps in week 1 of last season. People are probably going to take a wait-and-see approach. And while people take a wait-and-see approach is when I want to strike. Johnson has so much upside on the slate. Before he got hurt, it was him and Le'Veon Bell as a clear-cut top 2 running backs in the league. No doubts about it. And he's one of the few running backs that has the ability to get you 100 rushing yards as well as 100 receiving yards with multiple touchdowns each week. He is the main dog in this Cardinals offense. They ran through him the whole year in 2016 and when he was healthy. So he has just so much upside. He's going to get a ton of carries on the ground, going to get a ton of passing targets from the quarterback. And in this spot against the Redskins, ranked dead last against the rush defense last year, giving up a ton of points, ton of yards per game. I love this spot for David Johnson here. So give me Johnson at 88. And then give me Alvin Kamara at 85. He's going to be popular, but it's just really hard for you to avoid him in this spot. Without Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara is going to get all the carries. He's going to get all of the attempts, all the receiving targets here for the running backs. So he's just such an easy play here. He has so much upside. He is going to be just like David Johnson, another guy that can get you 100 rushing yards, 100 receiving yards, multiple touchdowns. I mean, he had 15 touchdowns in his rookie season. So much upside here, and he wasn't even getting that many attempts on the ground. 11, 10, 9, 12, 12, 9. So in this spot where he should get 18 to 20 attempts, still should get same amount, if not more, targets in the air. And this Tampa Bay team is absolute trash. They cannot stop anybody. Their defense team is absolute garbage. Last year, Kamara put up 30 against them in Tampa Bay, and then he put up 32 against them at home. We know the Saints, they play super well at home. in the Superdome. They are a well-oiled machine at home. Drew Brees plays so much better in the Dome. The entire offense just flows so much smoothly at home. And Kamara, 8,500, guy that has 40-point upside. I love him. It's clear he's one of the best running back plays on the slate this week. And I talked about some value wide receivers I like. I love stacking. Stacking works in baseball. It works in basketball. It works in football as well. Give me Deshaun Watson paired with Will Fuller at 5,100. I love Will Fuller. I'm a big Will Fuller fan. He's added some muscle this offseason. So he should, he's looking even bigger, even stronger, even faster. Coming off, he had an up and down season. It was up when Deshaun Watson was a quarterback. It was down when Deshaun Watson got hurt. So he's a guy that just thrives off of Watson's playmaking ability. So much speed that Watson loves to throw the deep ball. Fuller has insane speed that he should he's going to get a couple of huge receptions throughout the year. And going up against the Patriots, there should be a ton of points scored here. Patriots defense allowed a ton of big plays last year to receivers. And I think there's not going to be much of a difference this year as well. And speaking of the Patriots, we know that if you've been playing DFS, you know that Bill Belichick is known for shutting down opposing teams' primary offensive weapon. So Bill Belichick's going to have his eyes set on DeAndre Hopkins. The entire Patriots team is going to have their eyes set on DeAndre Hopkins and slowing down Hopkins to the point where I think Hopkins is going to be double teamed and maybe even triple teamed for every single play this game, which is going to leave guys like Will Fuller in one-on-one situations against a cornerback that cannot keep up with him. So I think, there's going to be a lot of chances for Will Fuller to go deep in this game. Watson loves to throw the deep ball, and I just feel like at 5,100, when Watson was a quarterback, he was getting a ton of touchdowns, ton of just long passes, and I think that should continue against this Patriots defense, which is susceptible to allowing big plays. So give me Will Fuller. Plus, he also has a questionable tag on him, which is going to reduce ownership. It always does. But he's healthy. He should be good to go for week 1. You're just holding him out as a precaution. Speaking of another value receiver I love Philip Dorsett at 3,700. Are you kidding me? That price tag for a wide receiver 2 with Tom Brady as a quarterback. Tom Brady's going to get his passing yards 300, 350 every game for the most part, especially this week against the Texans at home. This is just a great spot for the Patriots offense, especially like a very cheap player like Dorsett. Going to get a ton of targets here as a wide receiver 2. This game should be a very high scoring, which means he's going to get some opportunities hopefully in the red zone. And just at 3,700, it doesn't seem like he can hurt you. He is pretty hard to avoid in cash games, I believe. In tournaments, I think he'll still be kind of popular. But, a guy that has Tom Brady as his quarterback is always viable, especially a guy this cheap. So I love Dorsett here at 3,700. And at tight end, I like a very cheap tight end here if you're going cheap. I like Austin Seferian-Jenkins of the Jaguars. A new system for ASJ. Lots of upside with him. He's a great tight end. In this spot, I think he's going to get a bigger role here against this Giants team, which is absolute trash against tight ends. If you played every tight end against the Giants last year, I'm sure you put up a lot of big points from your tight ends. The Giants are just the worst team in the league at stopping tight ends. They just focus on opposing teams' wide receivers, and they just let the tight end get whatever they want for some reason. So, ASJ here with Bortles as the quarterback, with Marquise Lee out for a long time. It's just going to open up more opportunities for Jenkins in the passing game. He's a great guy to go to in the red zone, near the goal line. And Blake Bortles loves to throw some short passes. So I think Jenkins against the Giants here is a great play at this price tag. I played pretty much every tight end against the Giants last year. Just locked them in, and they all had big games. So I think Jenkins in this spot is a guy that can get you, in the teens to maybe low 20s here if he has a couple touchdowns. So I just love him at this price tag. Kind of hard to avoid if you're going to be paying up for running back like I am. So there you have it. Those are the 6 plays I like. Please be sure to drop a like on the video if this video helped you at all. You can fill it out with the last 3 spots if you want to. If you're looking for more in-depth DFS articles, content, lineups, strategies, check out my website, dfsprocess.net. Links in the description. Access to everything as well as my private Slack group and projection. So it's going to be awesome. Can't wait for the season to kick off. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully one of us can take down 1 million this week. Probably not, but hey, got to keep high hopes. Got to keep the hope alive. And I'll see you all back for week 2. So hope you guys kill it.